It was meant to be a simple celebration, my wife's promotion, a small gathering of close friends, nothing extravagant. I had spent the afternoon preparing, choosing the perfect gift, a watch she had admired for months. I had rehearsed a heartfelt speech in my head, imagining her smile, the warmth in her eyes, the way she leaned against me when joy overflowed. I never could have imagined a night would end in betrayal so blatant, so humiliating that everything I knew would crumble before me. The evening began quietly, filled with laughter and casual conversation. Friends congratulated her. Wine glasses chimed softly. I felt proud, genuinely happy for her achievement. She was radiant that night in a deep blue dress, her hair cascading over her shoulders in soft waves. I watched her mingle, a faint glow of contentment in her eyes. Then I saw him, a colleague from her office, someone I'd met only a few times. He leaned in close, his hand brushing hers in a way that made my chest tighten. At first, I told myself I was imagining it, but then I saw her smile, soft, flirtatious, a look that had once been reserved for me alone. I froze, my pulse raced, but I forced myself to stay calm, to watch, to not react too soon. The moment came faster than I could brace myself. In the middle of the living room, laughter and conversation all around. He kissed her, not a fleeting peck or a playful mistake, but a deliberate, confident kiss. And she didn't pull away. She didn't resist. She kissed him back. The room seemed to shrink. Laughter, music, even the hum of the air conditioner faded into a dull roar in my ears. Every friend froze, faces a mix of shock and disbelief. My hands clenched into fists, jaw tightening as reality slammed down on me with brutal force. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I didn't plead. I simply stepped back, my voice low and deliberate, cutting through the stunned silence. It's over. Her face froze, the smile vanishing, replaced by panic, guilt, and disbelief. The man stepped back, suddenly aware of the weight of my presence, the finality in my words. It's over, I repeated, letting the meaning sink in. My marriage, my trust, my love, all the years we built together ended in that instant. And I made sure she understood it. Tears welled in her eyes. She trembled, the bravado she had carried into the party dissolving into nothing. Wait, it's not what it looks like, she stammered. But her words rang hollow. The kiss had been deliberate, the pleasure mutual, the betrayal undeniable. I didn't argue or reason with her. I watched as she unraveled before everyone, each sob and shiver peeling back the layers of deceit. Friends murmured, unsure whether to intervene or look away. The man stood silently, shrinking under the weight of what he had caused. She tried to reach for me, to plead, to explain, but I didn't move. Her desperate words hit the floor, empty and meaningless. I didn't mean it. I love you. It was a mistake, she whispered, voice cracking, armor of confidence gone. It doesn't matter, I said calmly, almost gently, though each word carried a weight of finality. You chose him. You chose that kiss. You chose to betray everything we had. There's nothing left to explain. Her sobs grew louder. She collapsed onto a nearby chair, covering her face with her hands. For a moment, the room existed only with the sound of her heartbreak. It wasn't just a kiss. It was a humiliation. The public exposure, the knowledge that I had already left emotionally before leaving physically. The man quietly excused himself, understanding he had sparked a moment he would never forget. The guests returned to their conversations, but the tension lingered, a heavy reminder of what had transpired. I took a deep breath and walked out of the living room, not fleeing, not making a scene, but reclaiming my sense of self. Betrayal isn't just an action, it's a choice, and no amount of pleading or apologies can undo it once made. Later, she came to the bedroom, still crying, still shaking. Please, I can fix this. I love you. I made a mistake. I don't want to lose you, she whispered. I shook my head. You already lost us. You chose him. You shattered the trust we had. Love isn't enough when honesty is gone. Her face fell. Tears streamed. But in the quiet that followed, I saw that she finally understood. Actions have consequences. Betrayal leaves scars that never fully heal. I didn't leave immediately. I stayed just long enough for her to grasp the finality, to feel the weight of what she had done. But nothing after that night could restore what had been lost. The kiss, the shock, the breakdown. It was over, and I made sure she knew it. Her confidence, once a facade of control, had vanished, replaced by shame, regret, and the stark realization that some moments are irreversible. In the days that followed, our home was quiet. She avoided me, burdened by unspoken guilt. I focused on myself, rebuilding the trust in my own life that she had destroyed. Everyone knew, friends, colleagues, casual acquaintances, all aware of the betrayal. Public humiliation, private clarity. Some bridges once burned can never be crossed again. And in that clarity, I found an unexpected peace. Betrayal had struck hard, but had freed me from illusions, from believing in someone who no longer valued what we had. She kissed another man in front of everyone, and in that moment, she revealed who she truly was. I said, "It's over," and she finally broke.